Hello and welcome to the Tabletop Games blog topic discussion.
Hi, it's Joe Slack here. Oliver was kind enough to allow me to write another guest blog. In this article, I thought it would be interesting to discuss board games for two and the gaming experience for two people, especially couples. If you're anything like me, your main gaming partner is also your life partner. Plenty of people enjoy playing a game with their partner or spouse. It's a great way to spend time together and reconnect. If you found a partner who is just as enthusiastic about board games as you are, consider yourself to be very fortunate. There are plenty of great gaming options for two people. Some are strictly two-player games. Others can be played at various player counts, but may shine at two players, or at least deliver a great experience for two. Some of these games are cooperative. Others are competitive. There really is something for everyone. With so many options available, one article couldn't possibly cover every great game. This isn't meant to be a top 10 list. Rather, these are some games that come to mind for me when I think of great two-player experiences I've had. Many will be from my shelf, which I'm sure has only some overlap with yours. But maybe you'll discover something new. That's my hope, at least. So let's dive into some of these well-known games and hidden gems. Cooperative games. While there aren't a lot of exclusively two-player cooperative games, there are many great games that you can try to win by playing together. Sky Team is a fantastic, tension-filled two-player only co-op game in which you sit side by side, acting as pilot and co-pilot, attempting to land a plane safely at an airport. You have to manage the speed, balance, and prepare the landing gear in tandem, communicating with the control tower and ensuring you're on course to land and avoid overshooting the airport or causing a collision with other planes. It's so full of tension. Any wrong move could end the game at any time. There's also a series of different airports you can choose from that all provide different experiences. If you're looking for a co-op game that involves progression and an evolving story every time you play, I'd highly recommend Pandemic Legacy Season 1. While my wife and I played through the 12-game campaign as a 3-player experience with another friend, it was such an interesting and challenging game that I know we would have enjoyed playing this together on our own as well. Being a legacy game, you can only play through it once, but that one playthrough was a very memorable experience for us. There's a lot of collaboration throughout the game, and tough choices at the end of each session, as you decide which players to upgrade, which events to add to your deck, and how to best position yourself for success in the next game. Since the game is set in monthly missions, it was a lot of fun playing one each month, starting in January and ending in December. This gave us something to look forward to every single month for an entire year. I highly recommend playing the game in this manner, as it builds anticipation and excitement. Some other great co-op games to consider include Olympia, building up your abilities and slaying the invading dragons, Flashpoint Fire Rescue, saving people in a burning building, and Forbidden Island, capture the treasures and escape the island before it sinks. Competitive games, two-player only. There are lots of great competitive two-player only games. Jaipur is one of our favorites. The gameplay of Jaipur is simple. Either take cards or spend cards to gain points. But the timing for doing either is crucial. Get your timing right and you can score a lot of points. Take one turn too long collecting sets and you miss your big payoff. This one is a great head-to-head challenge. You're constantly making decisions about what cards to keep and what ones to get rid of, all while trying to keep track of what your opponent is collecting, and making sure you trade your cards in for points before they do. The earlier you trade in, the more cards will be worth, but the more you trade in, the bigger the bonus you'll receive. There's a lot of give and take in this quick two-player card game. Boop is another good one that has a quirky theme about bumping or booping cats off the bed to complete a pattern. You win by either getting 3 large cats in a row or managing to get all your 8 large cats on the board. However, you start with small cats, so you need to upgrade at least a few of them to large cats before you can attempt to do this. I've only had the chance to play this game once, but I remember enjoying it a lot. It's cute, thinky, and a good fit for a quick game that's easy to break out and play anytime. Patchwork is another great two-player only game, where you select polyomino quilt pieces and place them, attempting to fill all the spaces on your board. I'm a big fan of puzzle games, so Patchwork is one that I really enjoy. There's a clever balance you need to make between selecting pieces that will fit well on your board and pieces containing buttons, which are the currency in the game and also how you win. Each piece has a cost in buttons and a time. You move your token forward on a central board based on the time spent, and the player further back takes the next turn. This means that a player may be able to take 2, or in the rare case, even 3 turns in a row. This adds an interesting dynamic to the game. Plus, you can only select one of the next 3 available pieces, which moves the marker into another position, allowing the next 3 pieces to be within reach. The next one is a bit of an older game, but is a classic, Quattro. This is a game that my son really enjoys. It's similar to chess in some ways, particularly in that it's abstract, thinky, and one wrong move can lead to your defeat. Each piece in Quattro has 4 distinct attributes: height, tall or short, color, dark or light, shape, rounded or square, and solidity, solid or hollow. Your goal is to get 4 pieces that share one common attribute in a row on the 4x4 board. This doesn't sound too challenging, however, your opponent is the one who chooses your piece. So if you hand your opponent the wrong piece, or right piece depending on how you look at this, you're handing them the game. It's a really clever design. Some other great competitive 2-player only games that come to mind are Nowhere to Run, a little-known game where you try to trap the other player that I've enjoyed a lot with my son, Blockus Duo, placing polyomino pieces to fill the board, and Santorini, a clever game of building and climbing that includes advanced asymmetrical player powers. Competitive games that also play well at 2 players. In addition to 2-player only games, there are also plenty of multiplayer games that play really well with 2 players. Fjords is one that I recently played with one of my co-designers. This is an interesting game where you place tiles to build out a landscape and get to decide when to place one of your meeples. The timing of this placement is crucial, as this will be used to control areas on the map. Once all tiles and starting meeples are placed, you move to a second phase, where you place one meeple back and forth until all have been placed that can be placed. The placement of these meeples blocks off areas from other players, giving you control of that region. You then count up the spaces on your board that you control, and if you have more than your opponent, you claim the victory. Another one I love is Karuba. This is a simultaneous tile placement game, in which one player is the caller, who draws a tile from their pile. The other player or players find that same tile, and everyone places this on their board. The calling is a bit reminiscent of bingo. The tiles are paths, which you need to connect to allow your adventurers to reach the matching temple. Some tiles also allow you to place a gem, which you can collect along the way for additional points. You must choose not only where to place your tile, but also when to discard it to move an adventurer instead. The number of branching paths is also the number of movement points you can use. Those 4-way paths are great for connecting routes, but also allow you to move to the temples faster. There are lots of tricky decisions, and I love how your opponent's board often looks quite different from yours at the end, despite you both drawing tiles in the same order throughout the game. I also definitely want to mention Azul, neat tile drafting and placement systems, Century Spice Road, engine building and resource upgrading, and Lords of Waterdeep, a D&D themed worker placement game. Wrapping it up. There are so many choices when it comes to great 2-player games. Whether you're into lighter or heavier games, co-op or competitive games, there's something for everyone. They're great for couples on a date night, parent-child hangouts, or finding something to do with a friend or roommate. While it might be difficult to find a bigger gaming group, it can be much easier to find just one other person who enjoys games. And as we know, games are a great way of bringing people together. I should probably also mention my upcoming game, Diamond Heist. This was originally a 2-player only game that pits thief against detective in a race to escape a museum with the Hope Diamond. However, we're currently working on expanding the game to a larger player count, with the potential for a solo mode as well. It's a game that puts you right in the middle of a heist movie, with all the tension that goes along with trying to escape or capture your opponent. If you're interested in learning more about the game, you can check it out in the link below. Thanks again, Oliver, for inviting me back for another guest article. It was fun putting this one together and reminiscing about some great experiences with 2-player games.
Thank you for listening to this Tabletop Games blog topic discussion podcast. Please check the description below for links mentioned in this episode, as well as to the written version of this article on the blog. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, give us some stars or leave a review. Please also tell your friends about me, and if you want to offer financial support, check out my Patreon and Ko-fi pages, links to which you'll find in the blog at tabletopgamesblog.com. So thank you again for listening, and I hope to see you again soon. This podcast was made possible by the generous help of my supporters. Royal Patron Sean Newman, Magic Champion John Risley, Castle Guards David Miller and James Naylor, Dice Masters Alex Bardi, Paul Grogan and Robin Kay, and Shining Lights Jacob Davis, Gavin Jones and Richard Simpson.